Right now, I'm getting ready to go to the corner store, to a store called Lawson's. Um, what time is it? It's like 10 o'clock at night, and for whatever reason, that's when you get the snackiest. And you know what I'm saying? You gotta get something to snack on late night. So I'm getting ready to go to Lawson's. This is the Konbini, or the corner store, um, and should be a decent little walk. I think it's about 15 minutes away. Um, so this is gonna be real quick. Just grab some stuff. I'll show y'all what's in there and some of my favorites, because I do have some favorites. I do got some go-tos, you know. But it's gonna be fun, chill night. Like I said in my last video, it's kind of like rainy season, so it's pretty cool. It's not overly hot, and it's mosquito season too, man. And for whatever reason, mosquitoes just enjoy chewing me up. Pause. So I gotta go long sleeves, man, because I got too many bites and all other stuff already. But anyway, um, let's get to it, man. The good night walk. Um, it feels really good out here, actually. I don't think it rained today, but I'm not mad at the rain. I'm never mad at the rain. We need the rain, man. That's what keeps the green green, and everything balanced. But speaking of balance, um, these corner stores that I'm getting ready to go to, it's a little bit of, to me, I grew up playing sports, man. So to me, I consider everything somewhat of a competition. And out here, there's three main corner stores, or Konbinis, convenience stores. I'm trying to get my lingo up. But the main three, right, are 7-Eleven, Family Mart, and Lawson's. Now, anybody will tell you what their favorite one is, depending on, honestly, it's probably depending on your first experience, which one you went to first and had the most memories with, or whatever. But me personally, that story for me, those memories for me, is locked in with Lawson's. And that's where we're going today, you know? But all three are really good options, man. And they kind of, it's weird for a corner store to have a signature thing, but each one of these places have like a signature thing, in my opinion. These corner stores, it's kind of weird because each one of them has like a signature or like specialty thing. So Lawson's, in my opinion, I could be wrong. Somebody could tell you a million different things and a million different things that Lawson has going on. But for me, Lawson's signature is these nuggets. You feel me? They do a really good like hot food selection. And it's nothing crazy, but it definitely, and I mean definitely, get the job done. It's stuff like so they have like these they're not chicken nuggets, it's called karaage, which I think is like, it's like chicken. Oh, it is nuggets. Excuse me, I was corrected. But yeah, it's like a chicken nugget, and they do like three different flavors. Or sometimes you get a specialty flavor, but the main three, right? You got the original, you got this red one, which is like a spicy nugget, and then my favorite is the lemon nuggets. The lemon nuggets, it's a special place in my heart for them lemon nuggets, man. So hopefully they have some of those today. But yeah, so whenever I go to Lawson's, man, 9 times out of 10, I am getting them nuggets. Now let's move on to the other ones. You have 7-Eleven. Now 7-Eleven is, honestly, it's probably like the most jack of all trades of the corner stores. And honestly, I think that my favorite thing from 7-Eleven is the sandwiches, bro. They have like these pre-cut white bread triangle sandwiches. Most of the time it's like, it's kind of like a egg salad sandwich. You have like a tuna sandwich every now and again, ham, lettuce, and cheese, BLT. But I think they do those the best. And out here, everything is fresh. So it's not like, when I say corner store, I'm thinking like gas station. It's not like that. Everything out here is really fresh. And it's actually something that they pay a lot of attention to detail to. I remember specifically, I had went in one time, and I was gonna get some kind of sandwich. I forget which one it was, but the dude at the counter, he had scanned it, and on the computer, it popped up and it showed the date that it was like, I think it was like the same day that I was buying it that it was expired, and bro would not let me purchase it because, you know what I'm saying, it was expired. The system wouldn't even let you do it. So freshness and like things being quality is, which I personally love over here, but it's something that's like, it's the standard, like it's the bare minimum. Quality is like the bare minimum. So 7-Eleven is one of my favorites for that. And obviously, you know, they got drinks, they got snacks, they got candy, they got cookies. And anybody that knows me knows I love snacks, honestly. And then lastly, we have Family Mart. And I put them last for a reason. I put them last for a reason, man. Family Mart used to be one of my favorites, bro. It used to be up, like it used to be in my top. But as of late, man, and this is just, maybe it's just personal with me, Family Mart been letting me down, baby. Family Mart been letting me down, man. Like, or the one by me, sometimes they don't have selection, man. They don't have things that I like, the drinks. And I think a lot of it goes with like contracts and too, because like they don't have a lot of like, I want to say like Coke products, which, you know, Coke products covers damn near every drink. But I noticed like they don't have a whole lot of that. It's mostly like tea, different waters, and like beer. But sometimes I run into an issue where like I go to Family Mart and I'm like, dang, I came here like 12 o'clock at night and ain't nothing that I want here. I feel like I wasted my time. But maybe that's what I get for going out at 12 o'clock at night trying to find snacks. I need to cut that out. But it makes for a good video for y'all, so we're gonna do it today. But yeah, man, this is a calm little walk. And this is one of the busier streets. I remember in my last video, I talked about the streets being narrow, and I guess I should have said by that, like, it's more like the neighborhood streets. So where I'm at right now, you can see, this is a busier street. This is you know, there's a lot more traffic. This is a 4-lane street, and this is not one of them things that you could just walk in the middle of the street. It's kind of like a common sense thing, but you know what they say, common sense ain't so common these days, so sometimes you just gotta let people know. But I'm excited to go to Lawson's, man, and this is one of my favorite Lawson's that I'm getting ready to go to. I feel like I got this joke with my wife that wherever I go, people know me, you know, and I feel like they do. I'm not even trying to hype myself up, but I do feel like, you know, I walk in, people might recognize me every now and again. They throw me a free chicken nugget on the side, you know what I'm saying? I can't be too mad at that. But nah, I don't go in like that. But anyway, we're getting ready to, I'm going to Lawson, man, so I'm almost there. I'm like 3 blocks away. And I guess I'll cut back in when I get closer. And we'll show you what they actually have, man. I want to show you guys like all the selection, the snacks, and what it looks like too, because it's kind of cool. It's kind of cool. So I'm gonna catch up with y'all when we get there. So as I'm walking, man, I do like to, so when I do these, man, well, number one, I just like to let my thoughts run and just talk, because it's kind of nice. The only other person I really have to talk to here is my wife, and I know she get tired of hearing me, so y'all gotta listen to me. But it's really nice when you're walking around, man, if you got a good pair of shoes, or like, you gotta have some walking shoes around here, because, you know what I'm saying, walking miles and miles on them, the dogs get to barking, baby. And I gotta shout out Crocs, bro. I don't care what you say. Crocs is forever gonna be one of my favorite shoes. And I had a chance to get a pair of the Salehis, the fingerprint joints, which I have on right now. And feels like I'm walking on clouds, man. And then these pants, bro. I found these pants thrifted. Talk about cool comfort. The Mossy Oak joints, which is another thing that I'm gonna get into one of these days. We're gonna do a whole dedicated video about thrifting, because it's on another level out here. But I found these for like $7. Absolute bangers, bro. Say what you will about thrifting, but if you know, you know. Some of the best finds be in thrift shops, bro. And out here, like I said, we're gonna do a whole thing on this, but thrifting is definitely on another level. And you're not just finding like somebody's old college t-shirt that's been messed on and messed around for years on years on years. There's some quality stuff in here, boy. And one of my favorite thrift shops is in this area called Kichijoji, which is one of my go-tos. One of my absolute favorite places to go. Great food, great business, great venues, great. I mean, honestly, it's just a good environment. And there's a lot of things to do, a lot of things to look at. And you can tell, like, people that live there, the things that they got going on, they actually care about that area, man. And it's nice to go and enjoy. But yeah, maybe someday we'll do a whole Kichijoji vlog. Yeah, like I said, man, it's a calm vibe, man. It's kind of therapeutic, man, to get outside and just walk around every now and again and just kind of get some fresh air, which is why I do like making these store runs late at night. There's not as many people going and getting to where they got to be, and kind of let you clear your mind, think about whatever it is you got going on or don't got going on or wish you had going on, and maybe start making it happen. Or just take a walk. Could be that simple. But here we go, man. This is Lawson right here. And this is the kind of station where, like, it's almost like you see one, you see them all. Here we are in front of Lawson. And this is, like I said, this is one of my favorite ones. Sometimes when I walk my dog, I come here, drop him off on the corner, and you know, get what I need to get and get on back home. But here we go. So I know I have like some hitters that I definitely want to make sure that I get. But my number one stop is usually this candy aisle right here. So you can see just a massive selection of gummies, of candies, of chocolates, of everything. And it's one of the things that I really love. Now I know I did come here. I definitely did come here for the drink. I definitely did come here for the bevs. And I'm trying to find something. Sometimes I come in here and I just get something I never had before, something completely different. Other times, I like to go with what I know is good. Let's see. I don't know, man. I'm not seeing it. But the cool thing about it is there's so much selection. So if I can't find like a pop, and maybe I shouldn't be drinking so much pop, I'll just go with like a nice little juice. This will be the good Tropicana Peach, never let me down. And these smoothies, oh my gosh, these little green smoothies, man, an absolute banger. Definitely one of my go-tos. And then one of my guilty pleasures too, man, is ice cream, bro. The ice cream selection out here is always so good. So I think, so I don't know, man. Y'all let me know what looks good in here. There's a lot to choose from. Now I will say, pre-pause, I did try this chocolate banana. I would not recommend that. 1 out of 10. It's a real frozen banana inside of like chocolate, and it just didn't. I thought it was gonna be ice cream, and it wasn't ice cream. It just didn't do what I wanted it to do. But I'm gonna be honest with y'all. Lately, I've been on this mint chocolate chip kick. I think we gonna rock out with this one right here. Should close that back. Okay, so I'm just gonna let y'all get a good look at what's here. And there's some familiar brands too, man. We got the good Pringles, but then we also have, you know, the native snacks, which honestly, I don't know if you can go wrong with any one of these selections, man. Everything is so good, and like the flavors that they list on these packages, is dang near as good as it's gonna get, you know. And another thing about Japanese packaging is if they show you something on the actual like package, it has to be that size. It has to look like that. Like the products to average, like the marketing ratio is very spot on. It's actually very serious. If they show you something, it has to be what it is. There's no substitute for that. Then obviously, man, you got your quick stop stuff, pens, paper, and you can even get stuff like socks, you know, your undergarments, hats, t-shirts. And this too, Lawson has like a kind of like a handshake agreement. It's probably more than a handshake agreement, but it's like a partnership with Muji. And Muji is a store that like they do quality basics, you know. So it's not going to be anything flashy or over the top, but it's like literally your everyday needs done really well, but also done like really tastefully basic. You know what I mean? So you got all of this going on. When I come here too, sometimes I do, like I said before, sometimes I look for something that maybe I really never had before, and I just like trying stuff. But then we get back to this candy section, man. This is one of them guilty pleasures for me. This is one of them areas that I gotta, you know, I gotta take that up with Big God about how to shake this up off me. But as of now, I've fallen victim many times. I think today's gonna be another time. And right now, I don't know what it is about these macadamias. These macadamias is coming home with me. I don't know what this is. Salted vanilla. They're gonna be salted in my basket. In my basket. But yeah, man, it's a real literal convenience to come here and just see the variety and the availability. Oh, they got me with these too. I've never seen the minis. Never seen these minis. So if you know, Haichu is one of the probably most recognizable candies, especially stateside that came from Japan. But the minis I haven't seen before, and we're gonna have to see what these are talking about. Thank you. Oh, that's perfect. And then last but not least, man, we gotta give it up for the chicken. And today is a special day, bro. They have my lemon chicken. Now these are the spicy red ones that I was telling y'all about. And this one right here is the black pepper. This is kind of like a special edition, but you can't go wrong with any of these. I definitely am getting a lemon today. And I can't be more excited, and it's the last one, so it means it was meant for me. My absolute favorite Konbini. Before I get out of here too, I'm gonna show y'all the sandwiches that I was talking about. So these right here are like the pre-cut sandwiches. Big numbers, especially in the morning, man. If you want like a quick breakfast, you come here, you grab a sandwich, and you're good to go, man. And then honorable mention, these maple syrup margarine pancakes are something vicious. I had to let them go for a while, man, because I was going too crazy. But you can see in between these pancakes, and y'all know how I love pancakes. If you didn't see my video before, going to the cafe, man, go watch that now. But these pancakes actually have butter and syrup injected in between the two cakes. No pause, because it gets like that. But yeah, man, you can just see how dangerous a store like this can get. All right, man, so successful trip. But like I said, man, Lawson's is my favorite, and I think you guys can pretty much see why at this point. But I mean, the other two are not bad. By no means am I saying Family Mart and 7-Eleven don't get the job done. This is just my personal opinion, you know what I mean? My personal opinion is worth a lot. But nah, man, it's good. And I'm satisfied, man. The run we just went on, incredible. And then you have stuff like this too. Just like as I'm walking, this is somebody's orange tree, I think. You can see like right here, man, there's just plenty juicy, beautiful orange fruits growing on the tree, which is not something I'm used to seeing. Like I said, I'm from Ohio, man. We don't have oranges just growing off the trees like that. I guess it's kind of more of like a tropical thing. I don't know. But those are the vibes, man. Those are the vibes. And when I'm just kind of walking here by myself and not vlogging and just, like I said before, sometimes just unwinding, sometimes just thinking, sometimes just maybe thinking about what I want to do in the future or making plans and stuff like that. These walks be so nice, man. So nice. You can see, man, normally this is a really busy street, but it's a little bit later in the evening and it's a little quieter, a little cooler. And that's the way I like it. I feel like I'm a night owl anyway. I stay up probably way too late, but that's neither here nor there. But it's cool, man. It's cool. So, speaking of just commuting, we got to take a break real quick. I got to shout out this spot right here. This is like a spaghetti spot, but it's like a, I don't know if this is gonna even make sense what I'm about to say. It's like a fast food spaghetti restaurant. But man, it's another banger. I have this theory too about restaurants, and a lot of times you'll go to a place, or just in general, if you go somewhere and you see a lot of people there, there's a line out the door, out the window, down the street, you just assume like whoever is in there cooking is going crazy. I need to try this, right? It's just kind of, I feel like it's a electricity thing, you know? You're just kind of drawn to traffic. But every time I go to a place that's empty or kind of low key or like in the cut around here, it never fails that it's one of like the best places I go to. And I just kind of feel like a city like this is so big, it's so many options, that just because a place doesn't have a lot of foot traffic doesn't mean it's not quality. Because I'm definitely discovering the complete opposite. And so that's kind of my advice for you, man. If you do come out, or if you travel anywhere, don't be scared to go somewhere, you know, that's not like the most hyped up thing. You know, try some smaller local spots too, man, because they definitely give it up crazy. But like I said, man, that's just my little piece of advice for y'all. You can take them jewels with you if you want to. You don't have to, but trust me, I'm not gonna lead you wrong. But what I wanted to say about foot traffic is, obviously during the day there's a lot of people walking, but there's probably even more people biking, just on bicycles, and it's completely normal to like bike on the sidewalk. And I know that's not gonna shock you, but you know, every now and again, I find myself like goddamn Allen Iverson juking through the sidewalk, just trying to make sure I'm not in the way of people, you know, on their bikes and stuff. And a lot of these bikers are mothers. It's super common to see, like, you know, a mom with her child on the back seat of this bike, and it's just a normal day. You can see them like coming back from wherever and just having a conversation with their kids, like on a bike. It's super nice, man. And some of them even double down. Like I've seen bicycles with like one seat on the front and one seat on the back, and mom is just going crazy doing her thing, man. You love to see it. You love to see it. And a lot of these bikes too are, I mean, it's 2026. A lot of the bikes have motors on them, so you know, it makes it super convenient to get around, man. But that's another thing I touched on in my last vlog. Just getting around. It really, anywhere you need to go out here, man, is pretty accessible for you. The train stations are, in my opinion, probably the best system in the world. Maybe it's not even probably, but I've never ridden a train so clean, so quiet, so organized, so on time, so attended to. And there's even like, bro, there's train etiquette. You know, like if you get on the train, you're really not even supposed to be like, you know, taking a phone call. There's like just a general understanding of like not being overly loud and that kind of thing. Especially in the mornings, man. A lot of people are trying to get to work. You know, they're trying to provide for their family. They're trying to just survive. And the last thing they want to see is me on a train with my selfie stick yapping about Lawson's. which I don't do. But it's cool, man. It's I don't know, man. I've always been that kind of person too. Like I definitely have fun. I definitely can be energetic and outgoing, but for the most part, man, I'm pretty reserved. And I do like, you know, kind of an introvert for the most part. And it's really nice, man. You can just get on the train. You can kind of just sit down. A lot of people, read or like reading books or, just on their phone, kind of on social media or whatever, which is cool, man. And then you kind of there's times too when like you have somewhat of the opposite of that. Like let's say on a Saturday night, trains get hectic, and people coming back from the function, coming back from restaurant or whatever, and even then there's still like a understanding that like it's not, what I'm saying, it ain't New York City where you got niggas on the guardrails doing like monkey bar tricks trying to go X Games mode in between the train cars. I have yet to see that. So it's really cool, man. But yeah, speaking of them, outside of the trains, outside of like walking, you have these taxis, man, that are literally everywhere. Like I can't go 2 blocks without seeing one of these like taxis, and the taxi cars are like they're like little cabins, man. Super comfortable, super nice. When you get there, the door just swings open for you and closes for you. You don't have to touch anything. It's TVs in the back. Everything's tap to pay these days. So it's like I've never had that big of an issue getting around, except for like, oh my gosh. So I do got to tell you guys this story. Except for this one time, man, and this was probably one of my most difficult days that I've had out here. And it's nothing crazy, but I'm gonna tell you. So my wife was working this. It was like a pretty high profile job, and she got invited to this exclusive event. And she had got off work, and this was in Shibuya. And Shibuya from where I'm at it's about an hour away. So she had just got off work and went to this event, and I was going to meet her there and take the train to get up there, yada yada yada. Now, mind you, at this time I don't have a phone. Like I don't have cell service. I don't have a phone. Most of me getting around is just purely muscle memory and just my overly accurate survival instincts. But this particular time, dude, I was like, okay, this shouldn't be that big of a deal. I'm gonna look up how to get there beforehand. I know my route, blah, 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 blah. So I start making my way out the house, and the first fucking thing I run into is me. I was running late. So I'm like damn near sprinting down the street trying to make this train, because in my mind, I already know the route and I don't really have no room for adjustments. Because if anything on this route changes, I'm not gonna know, you know what I'm saying? Like I wasn't gonna know how to adjust. So I'm panicking, bro. I'm trying to get to the train. Long story short, I don't make the train. So I'm like, okay, you know what? No big deal. Like I told you before, I'm gonna just take a taxi. So I get to my main station, and I call my wife and I tell her, I'm like, yo, I'm gonna be late. I missed the train, but I'm gonna just take a taxi. I'm gonna get there, blah, 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 blah. She's like, okay, cool, just hurry up because everybody's here. They're asking about you, and, hurry up and get here. So now I'm feeling the heat because I'm like, dang, this is my fault. I definitely was late. I gotta get there. I can't just not show up. So I go to get a taxi, and at the train stations, there are like taxi stops. And most of the time, and at the time that I was leaving, it was like, I want to say it was like 5 or 6 p.m. So a lot of people were coming back home, and this taxi stop was packed, bro. It was like 4 people ahead of me, while I'm already like trying to will my way into speeding up time to get to this event. So I'm waiting in line. I finally, 4 people get their taxi. They go ahead of me, and I finally get my taxi, and the dude opens up the door, and it's this older guy with and I'm not even trying to speak bad about bro, but it's this older dude, and he's asking me like where I'm trying to go. I show him my address, and I show him the address says Shibuya, and like I said, it's about an hour away. Bro was like, ah, no, no, uh-uh. He was like, no. And I'm like, no, 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 no. You gotta, no, it's just it's Shibuya. Like, his address right here. He's like, no. He's like, no, 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 I'm not going down there. And I'm like, okay, cool. Now what do I do? So I'm scrambling. And I'm like, I'm kind of thinking like maybe I just abandon the plan at this point and go home. But dude, I stuck it out. I found another taxi, and this guy, he was willing to take that, take that drive and get that fee, because this ended up being like a $50 taxi. But I get to the event, man, and all the way, like, while I'm riding in this taxi, I'm just in the back seat thinking, like, I'm so stressed out. My nerves is like through the roof, and I'm thinking the craziest things is going through my mind. Like, what if this dude just decides to drop me off in some back alley somewhere where I get jumped and they sell my organs for money out here in this country that I don't know where I'm at, don't speak the language. But that's just me being paranoid and an overthinker. I ended up getting to the event, man. It was an absolute blast. It was a great time. That's my trip to Lawson's. So I'm gonna get in the house and I'll show you guys what we got. All right, man. Now that the mission is accomplished, I'm gonna show you guys what we got, man. So, decent little lineup. Number one, we got the cheesecake. You know what I'm saying? Doing really, really good numbers, man. I didn't choose this. This is actually my wife's, but I'm already knowing it's good. Next up, man, we got these little chocolate drops. I don't know what this is. This is also not my selection, but good little snacky snack. I think this is like it's like a chocolate bread kind of deal with chocolate in the middle. It's like bread with chocolate in the middle. I have had these. Those are really good. Up next, you gotta go ramen. You know what I'm saying? And I think this is a spicy ramen too. But I mean, the ramen selection at these convenience stores there's a whole aisle for it. So whatever your fantasy is that you have about ramen, it's there. Now next, we gotta go nuggets. You know what I'm saying? And these are the fiery red joints. Cool thing about this, man, is it comes with like utensils. They give you everything you need. Like I said about the system being things that just make sense, this is another example. And something that just makes sense to me is these lemon nuggets. Okay. Like I said, bro, these are my favorite. And if you're not a fan of lemon, then you might not like those. But lemon chicken, lemon pepper, what? Come on, man. And then you guys seen these already, man. These are the macadamia. These I actually have not tried before. So I'm kind of excited to see what this is hitting for. I think this is some kind of, it looks like they got some like Hawaiian thing. I don't know what it is with me in Hawaii, by the way, right now. But I think this is some kind of statue. It's like a good luck dog. Oh, my fault. It's Okinawan. So this must be like some kind of special edition that they got going on. But we'll be getting into those a little bit later. And then gotta get to the good mint chocolate chips, Hershey's. I don't know if they have these in the States. But I have had this before. They got like Oreo pieces on the outside. Big time vibes. The good Coke. Like I said, there are familiar brands and stuff that, if you come here and you feel homesick or you want to see something that you know is good, they have that too. But then we gotta go green smoothie. And I'm gonna say this for the morning. When I wake up with a green smoothie, it's a good day. Let me be completely honest with you. And then last but not least, man, we gotta go drink again. And this is the Tropicana. This is kind of like a peach blend, I think. But this one is really good too. So that's gonna wrap up our little trip to Lawson's, man. Our little trip to the Konbini. It was fun. I had a lot of fun and good little walk. So listen, like the video, subscribe, man. And like I asked y'all in the last video, man, where else should we go? I honestly, I do want to take you guys. I know the suggestion was 7-Eleven. We went to Lawson's this time. We will go to 7-Eleven too. But let me know where else we should try out, man. Any snacks that you guys heard of and that you want to see. in person. I know we didn't open up any of this stuff, but you know, it is late and I did go here for a reason. But yeah, man, that's gonna do it for the video, man. So once again, man, I appreciate you guys for just, you know, taking a walk with me, walking around, listening to me yap, and at the same time exploring Japan, man, exploring the city, and you know, you can see what it looks like out here. So go ahead, man, like the video, subscribe to the channel, man. And with all that being said, I love y'all, man. I hope y'all have a good day, and I'll see you in the next one.